like that video. Do chrome. I'm sure the open it's kind of cool. Let's be honest right now. Can we adjust it down? Oh, it's good. Oh, whatever. What is? Sunday night, walking back. Tried to make it to Walmart on time, but I didn't. I tried to take a shortcut through the woods, but it was not a shortcut. And so I didn't make it to Walmart, but let me flip it back around here. Right there. Flip it back. Flip it back. Yeah, you can see me now, kind of. But anyway, so whatchamacallit, I was went to Walmart. I was trying to get a patch kit, like a bicycle patch kit, because the tire I have for my motorcycle, it takes a tube, and my dumbass punctured it while I was installing it the first time, so I'm gonna try to patch it, fix it. Cause I ordered another tube, but that's not gonna get here till Friday. Cause my motorcycle has a 15-inch rim, which not a lot of motorcycles have a 15-inch rim. They usually have a 16-inch rim. Like my Harley had a 16-inch on the back, and there's a lot more of those 16 inches than there are 15. So I gotta wait for it to come from wherever it's gonna come from till Friday. But it's a better tube, but I think I'll just keep it for a spare if I can fix this one. Because, I mean, it'll hold. It's like, I don't know, it seems like they don't make bicycle patches like they used to. Usually, man, them motherfuckers hold for anything. Like, you just put them on, make a hot patch. Like, one of my dad's friends showed me when I was a kid how to do a hot patch. Which is basically like, you put the patch on, right? And then you put a lot of extra rubber cement over that, and you have it like pulled tight, so it's like you set that bitch on fire. What the fuck is this? The car ain't got no lights on, but you set that bitch on fire, and it's hot. The patch melts. Like, well, if you get the good, well, not the. There are the patches that were new about like 10 years ago, maybe 15. They're really good. Like the rubber cement melts them on the edge, so they actually like melt into the tube, which is, I don't know, they seem like they stuck way better. But the ones I got now, they look like fucking clear band-aids, and they don't seem like they stick for shit, and they don't even give you rubber cement. I don't understand it, but the brave new world we're living in, let me fucking tell you, it's a fucking crazy fucking world we're living in. I'm finding out. I didn't realize it was like that. I don't know, I guess I'm taking the red pill. Just walking, I figured I'd make a video for all the night owls that are still up, or I'm probably leave it on my thing anyways. I always do. Whew. Again, working on the bike. Well, one, I realized I've lost a lot of strength from the accident, because my muscles, like, they actually shrunk from not being able to use them for a couple months, you know? And two, like, every day I get a little bit stronger. I can tell, like, if I keep working at it, if I use them, the next day, you know, they'll be stronger. I've always kind of been like that. Try to be, since the Marine Corps, I guess, taught me. But, yeah, like this right wrist, like, man, I'm surprised myself, like, the stuff it's starting to let me get away with. Like, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to bend my wrist a whole lot, but I mean, it does. There's a strange pain sometimes Like it's, I can't, I mean, it's pieces of metal rubbing on your bone, so I guess that's the best way to describe it, that kind of pain, because I've never had that kind of pain before. It's not like unbearable, it's just weird. I don't know. Top it off. Over my ties, waitress, top it off. So, finish my story. I didn't make it to Walmart, right? So I went to Valero, or well, it's not Valero no more, it's Circle K. That's like fucking 5 years old, right? Anyway, Circle K, they didn't have a bike patch kit, but just luckily, they had a tubeless tire patch kit, which for some fucking reason, you don't need it. It has rubber cement in it, which is, I got a couple patches, but I don't have any rubber cement, so that's what I need. So I paid $3.99 for that kit, and I'm on my way back. I should have gone to 7-Eleven across the highway and raided them for, see if they had anything, but I didn't. But, yeah, it's like, what, 12:30? Yeah, right about, I think. I'm about halfway between I-10 and Babcock on UTSA Blvd. I'm fixing to come up to that light where we used to turn in where I used to work at in 2004. I was building the 4th floor of the science building over here, like all here. And yeah, I should have stuck with that, but I kind of well, they started laying off people. I was one of the last people laid off, but I laid off, and I didn't like go back to the hall and sign back up like a dumbass. And that's when I went back into the restaurants, I think. Actually, that's when I went crazy. Met a girl in the psych ward. Ran off with her as soon as I got out of the psych ward. And ended up back in jail. And they didn't go send me back to prison, but they did send me to ISF. So I was with that girl for like a total of a year, but 6 months of that year, like 2 months here and 4 months here, I was in jail. So like 2 weeks before I get out of jail, she gives me the fucking I met someone letter. She was working at Jack in the Box, and a dude came through and hit on her in the drive-thru, and that's all it took. But he was a cool dude. Like, I actually met the dude later on. He like actually kind of like, I bought weed off him, and he was like younger than me, so he kind of like idolized me, I guess. I guess she probably told him a bunch of shit about me. Like, I don't know, probably jacked me up a little bit. Cause like I would get in the car, she would be staring at me. I'd be like, "You're his girl now." Like, fuck you. But nah, I do miss that girl. And I did get back with her later, like after a year of like not hearing from her. I got back with her after that dude dumped her, I think. And I thought things were going good, and then one night I go over to her apartment, and there's like fucking 8 dudes there. And they're all fucking different kind of dudes, like Mexican dudes, white dudes, black dudes, like all different. And I'm kind of like, I don't like the vibes there. Like, what the fuck is this? One girl is like a sausage fest, so I ended up leaving. And the next day I came back, and they had fucking tagged up her entire apartment. Like, all the walls had just fucking stupid shit, like not looking good, tagged all over, like people's names, all that shit, like stupid. I'm like, why the fuck do you let them do that? Oh, it looks cool. I wanted it on my wall. No, you don't. You're about to move out of here. You're going to have to pay for that shit. Like, I even offered to get some paint and help her paint her walls to fix that shit. She didn't want to do it. So, whatever. That's the way it is these days, man. You can't be nice to a girl. Like, if you do that, if you're nice to a girl, it's unattractive. You're a turnoff. You're a simp. Like, you're just someone they can use. So you have to be a dick. You have to be an asshole. Like, straight up. You have to call them a bitch, a slut, a whore. Because if you don't, then you're weak. If you're nice, then you're weak. It seems to me that, like, being nice in a world full of assholes takes a little bit of strength, but females aren't that smart. They'll get over it. Things change. Too bad I got caught up in this stupid fucking fad of fucking bitches fucking leaving their families after a decade of being together, just gutting their husband's fucking money. And I mean, I wasn't married and I didn't get gutted. I got a lot of credit card debt. I mean, seriously, like in those last couple years, I was blind to a lot of shit. But looking back now, I see a lot of red flags I missed. A lot of red flags that I trusted that girl so much that I didn't even question. I didn't even say it was a red flag. Now I'm like, dude, that was so totally a red flag. But, you know, like, she opened up a Kohl's card in my name. Well, I got my credit back on track. Like, a couple old bills fell off. And, like, I was like, you know, $600-700. And then we got that car, the black Altima, that she let get repoed because she couldn't control me with it because it was in my name. Yeah. She just let it get repoed, like, right before Christmas 2018. And no explanation. We had the money. Like, she let it get repoed. I know she did, like, she was mad at me. She loved that car. But it wasn't hers. Like, she got mad at me because one night, I was just in my friend's house, going to get some drugs. Like, I know, like, I could say that all night, and y'all don't have to believe me. I know y'all don't. But I never went to no other girl's house. I never cheated on this girl. I treated her with love and respect the entire fucking time. I never hated her till I found out all the shit after she left me. I wasn't fucking doing all this crazy shit that I've been doing until after she left me. Like, that wasn't me when she left. Like, don't use the example of who the broken person I am now as the example of who she left, because it was not. The person she left was depressed, was asking for help, was telling her that he's trying, but he's, like, for the first time, he's not able to, you know, fulfill this request, and he's scared, you know? That's the person she left. That's the person that she couldn't, like, I wasn't doing anything for her to leave me, so she had to make shit up. Like, literally. What the fuck is that loud ass thing? Fucking minivan. It would be. But no, I found out some more shit about her. Unbelievable shit. Like, I can't believe this girl. Like, I can't believe she had me fooled. Like, so fuck. Like, she did everything to get my trust. Like, she did, like, you know, everything that I didn't ask for. But, like, I came straight home from work, right? Every time. So I expected her to too, and she did, you know, until the end. And we used to like trust each other. We used to tell each other Sancho jokes, like Sancho is Spanish for well, in the military they call him Jody, for a dude that you're cheating with. So if a girl's cheating on you, the dude she's still with is Jody or Sancho, right? Well, we used to just tell each other, like, oh, you were with Sancho? Yeah, I saw you with Sancho, you know, and like just joking back and forth the whole time we were together for years. And then tell me why, like, in the spring of 19, that shit wasn't funny no more. And then tell me why motherfucking dude's name that she left me for is Sanchez. Andy Sanchez. Andy Lee Sanchez. But nah. I mean, the joke wasn't funny no more. And that was a red flag. But you know what? I didn't want to know the answer to that question, so I didn't ask it. Like, I did. What the... Nothing. I don't know what I was doing. I knew if I went forward with the questioning, if I asked those questions I didn't want to know the answers to, I knew what the answers were. Because I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I'm really good at taking, like, what I know and making educated guesses about it. Like, I mean, I'm really good. Like, I'm like, I don't know, not like a fucking genius or nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a vast fucking knowledge of fucking eclectic things, right? And when I look at evidence, I can access that vast knowledge and use it to cross-reference or whatever, you know, like, to infer things. I'm able to infer things. Like, if I think about it, it's like, okay, maybe you never thought about this, but like the CIA, like they used to fly planes over Russia and just take pictures of the ground, right? And then, you know, they were trying to figure out like where they had their stuff hidden or what they were doing at this place, you know. But all they had is what they could see on the ground, you know, like, and it's like a moment, you know, like not even a video, like it was a picture. So they would look at these pictures, and one thing they could do is they could look at that picture from this month and then look at it this month and see what changed, or, you know, different things. And but there's certain things that they were, or even I don't know if you ever see that movie, The Good Shepherd, but there's a part in the movie where, okay, the guy, he's he's basically creating the CIA, right? They went from the NSO or National Signal Office or something. That they were like the original spies in World War II. They were ours, and then they were started by Britain. Britain had MJ-12 or whatever. They're little you know, basically the Mission Impossible people. But no, we did we got a lot of our training from the British, because they were already doing that thing from World War II, and we jumped in, and like that's when like the whole fucking CIA spying thing kind of took hold as a military thing. At first, it still is a military thing, but they're not part of the military. I don't think they're part of the defense. They are the CIA. But no, okay. There's a scene. This dude, his son is in the CIA too, right? Look, there's a hole right there. I wonder who the fuck crashed through there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can probably see it with the moon and everything. But there's a hole in the fence. Like, someone, they're lucky they didn't get killed. But yeah, a little dog park. There's nice apartments around here, like for students and shit. Okay, so they didn't like capture his kid, but they had film of him. It was like I think it was like 8mm film of him with a black prostitute talking about some shit, right? And the Russians sent that, like, hey, we got your boy, you know, like we could touch you, we could touch him, you know. So they go through, like, they've got audio and they got video. And they go through and like they pick apart everything that you can see in this, like okay, that desk, where is that desk made? Like, what kind of wood is that made out of? Like, this phone, like where do they use that phone? What part of the world uses that kind of phone? You know, like they analyze everything, and they have these databases of shit that you would never think to fucking keep a database of. Well, they've already thought about it and they got that database. That's how the FBI works. Like, the whole concept of your permanent record, or just going, you know, like it's always, when I was a kid, it always used to be like, you got to write the FBI to find out your, they've got your record, you know, like, because that's how they got started. That's why J. Edgar Hoover, for like 50 years was the director of the FBI, when the director of the FBI what is it? Every president gets to pick his own director of the FBI, right? So every president for like 50 years picked J. Edgar, because the day that president got elected, he had a meeting with the head of the FBI, which is J. Edgar, right? And J. Edgar went into his little database of files, because that's what he did. He just started collecting gossip on everybody in Washington, D.C. And he was able to use that to figure out like who was doing stupid shit, and then use it against them to get what he wanted. That's how he got, like, FBI when they started out, they couldn't carry guns, they couldn't they couldn't serve warrants. They had like basically no power. The DA did too, I think. They couldn't do shit when they first got started. But then slowly, like, they were able to make them, you know, federal officers, and then they could get guns, they could arrest people, you know. But before, it was just like, they were just like interviewing people, I guess. I don't know. But that's what they did. And that's what the CIA does. I mean, you know, every intelligence agency around the world they collect data. You know, like they're collecting data, and now, shit, now they've got like, when before they had like airplanes they had to fly over and take pictures, now like they've got everyone's cell phone that they could, yeah, it sounds conspiracy theory, but I guarantee you they've got a back door to every cell phone in this country. You know why? Because they wouldn't allow it to be sold in this country if they didn't have a back door. That's how they get them. They tell Samsung, they tell LG, oh yeah, you can make a lot of money selling phones in our country, but if you don't give us a back door, you're not selling phones in our country. So they get their back door. No one talks about it, but they got it. They can use it anytime they want, and they use no fucking trace. Like, I mean, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? But yeah, I'm almost there. Man, one time I had some trouble with my bike, so I stopped in these apartments right here. I think it was an apartment down one of these parking lots, either this one or the one over there. But man, I never saw her in the dark. But this woman was just like, had the prettiest fucking voice of an angel, southern voice. Like, you alright, honey? I was like, yeah, I'm alright, man. You know, like, I kind of like did the southern thing back with her. You know, I'm not southern. Well, I got some kind of accent, but it's my own accent. It's from all over. But yeah, it kind of made me like, it was like the prettiest fucking voice I ever heard. And I couldn't even see the bitch. Like, I don't know what she looked like or nothing. But yeah. Whatchamacallit, it's Sunday night, so the food truck should have closed up already, I think. They close up at midnight, I think, on Sundays. These ones over here, I think they stay up until 2 on the regular. I'm gonna go home. I got some barbecue I think I'm gonna make. I haven't heard from my son. He's probably still asleep. But he was asleep like, shit, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So he's probably gonna be waking up soon. Yeah, I don't have a regular sleeping pattern myself. I know I need to get on that shit. I can't do those little things yet. And I feel like I need someone, like, I need to go to boot camp. I honestly do. I feel like sometimes I think about if there's some way I could get into a 30-day inpatient. Like, I could really use that right now. I think, like, just like to reset, to get some good habits going. Like, I haven't had any good habits in like 2 years now. Like, now I was doing shit when Flavia left me. But like, y'all gotta understand, like, at first, it was, everything was my fault, and I believe that. From August until December. Like, December 18th is the day I found that guy. I kept asking her, there's someone else in there. You left me for someone else. Like, you already got another boyfriend. No. Because I was finishing the lease on that trailer for her. Like, she was supposed to wait till the lease, but she couldn't. She couldn't wait. She couldn't wait to jump that dude's dick. But she was waiting to say she didn't cheat, but she had already cheated on me with this other dude. But, oh, that's another story. But yeah, so she left so fast that her mom wasn't ready for her. So she had to ask my dad to fucking come help her move. So my dad helped her move. Fucked up my relationship with my dad. Like, I don't know, forever, maybe. But they don't think it's as serious as I think it is. But it doesn't matter to me what y'all think about it. It matters to me what I think about it. And it really fucking hurts. It really pisses me off that you can't even fucking apologize. That you sat there and plotted with a woman, another man's woman, to leave him, and then you helped her do it, and you don't think you did nothing wrong, and that man was your son. Like, and you're using the father card. Like, oh, well, I was acting as her father figure because her stepdad died. I was acting as, oh, really? Because that's the same excuse she uses, too. Like, y'all got y'all story straight, huh? I don't know. I shouldn't be saying that shit out loud right now. But it did, man. Like, people, they're like, why you dwell on this? Why? Because every time I get away from it, it drags me back in. Every time I start feeling better about things, another dead body floats to the surface, and I'm fucking pulled right back in. Like, I find out new information that was even more fucked up. So it's like, being over being fucked up one way, I find out it's even more fucked up. So I gotta get over the more fucked up shit now. You know, it's like, it's 2 years later, goddammit. And you know what? That's the thing, like, she moved out, but we weren't broken up. She never broke up with me. Like, technically, she never broke up with me. She moved out, and she said we were gonna work on everything, and she was gonna move back. You know, we were gonna figure it out. And that just never happened. Like, she took me to one NA meeting, and she said she liked it, and she wants to go next week. She bailed on me next week, bailed on me the week after that, you know? Took me to one meeting, and then she probably said, oh, I wasn't going. I wasn't holding my end of the bargain. Like, what am I supposed to do? You're supposed to take me. You know, and like, within less than a month and a half, 2 months, less than a month and a half, she was already with this guy. Which means, like, however long they took for dating, they had already done that part. Because, you know, the day they got to... Yeah, it's just fucking bullshit, dude. Like, it took her that long to fuck... Nah, I know for a fact she already had that dude lined up. Because I was there. I had been with this girl over a decade already. I knew how she was, and I knew things were different. I knew something wasn't right. I knew she was mad all the time. I didn't know why. I didn't know, like... I'll tell you about that later. But so, she really made herself look like a fool. Like, I don't know. I'm making an educated guess on this, but it really fucking tickles my pickle. Like, the conclusion I come to on this shit. I don't know. It's almost like I'm debating. Well, I want to put it because I want everybody to know who she is. Like, she went around telling everybody these lies about me. So I want everybody to know the truth about her. Like, honestly. Like, I don't make up no lies. I don't have to because it's fucked up on its own. Like, I literally wasn't. I love this girl. I always loved this girl. Like, yeah, I had a problem, but I had the same problem the whole time, and it wasn't getting worse. You know, she had encouraged me to do it more, so I was doing it more, but, like, it was getting worse, I guess. Interesting, but what the fuck are these people doing? Driving around the goddamn apartments. Anyways, I'm here. My humble abode. Still got the skull on the door because I like skulls. Look at the spider. I keep walking into this spider web too. Damn, that's a different spider from last time. A cooler one. Cooler one. I'm gonna keep it in my backpack. Wanna shine on in the heart, and I wanna make it from the back of my heart, babe. It's on my shoulders, and I can change with my reflection. Well, it comes and goes, direction to perfection. No, 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 help me out. Yeah, yeah, help me out. Yeah, yeah. Hey, dude. Alright, y'all. Ha ha.